Good evening, everybody. Welcome to VC Bird International Airport. We are here in the Anguilla Air Services, Britten Normen Islander, and boy, things are looking funny. That's a little better, don't you think? Okay. This is VC Bird, one of my favorite airports in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let's turn all this funny business off first. Let's see here. There was something I put in my comments one time. First of all, let's get this airplane going. All right, external power supply on, rotating beacon on, mixtures and props are full forward, master and battery switches on. Avionics master switches on, fuel valves open, fuel pumps on. Alright, so starter cover magnetos on number 1 there. Let's crack the throttles. Let's have a look outside, make sure there's nobody out there to kill or maim. It started with the right side engine first. Manifold pressure is good, oil and fuel pressures are good. Left engine is clear, left prop is clear. Good. Start manifold pressure is good. Oil and fuel pressure is both good. Let's go magnetos on both. Close the starter hood cover, turn the fuel pumps off. Let's leave the mixtures for taxi. Yes, everything is okay. Everything is okay. Switch the CDI hero to GPS. Now, somebody had the funny idea of asking me to do. I asked people like what kind of flights they would like me to do, and one of the things that I opened my big mouth, right, and this is what I get. So one of the things that somebody said was, I'd like to see you fly from Antigua to Montserrat. So guess what? That's what we're going to do. Let's go external power supply off. Let's turn the nav lights on. Taxi lights on. Let's turn those. Let's not turn the landing lights on quite yet. Alright, mixtures are lean for taxi. Where are we here? And I'm not speaking philosophically, I'm speaking where are we in real life? Weather at VC Bird, we've got 1017. So we're going to put that in the old altimeter here, 1017. I have bet you may if you've got really nothing else to do, so actually it's 1015 here. If you've got truly nothing to do with your free time and you sit around waiting for my videos. Alright, let's go, you know what we're gonna do? I was just testing you guys to make sure that you realize the parking brake was on. You guys are good. Let's get turned around here. If you've got the amount of free time available in your life that you sit around wondering where my videos are, you'll notice that I haven't posted any videos in quite a while, or at least not at the pace that I usually do. Let's test the brakes. Brakes are working just fine. Let's go over here. Let's get 122.8, and I'll explain. There's 122.8. VC Bird traffic, Anguilla 268, taxiing to runway 07 via taxiway Bravo, VC Bird. I have been on a journey of sorts that I never thought I would do. I never thought was really of much interest to me, never thought I'd get involved with. And that is flying jets. So I started off about a month and a half ago. I got somebody started virtual Caribbean Airlines, and that for me, I'm done for. Like, there's just no chance that I'm not going to say yes to that one. All right, let's go landing lights on. Let's go fuel pumps on. Let's set a notch of flaps here, takeoff flaps. I don't see any traffic on the runway. I don't hear anybody calling, so let's get moving here. BC Bird traffic, Antigua 264, taking runway 7 at taxiway Bravo for a left downwind departure to the west. BC Bird. And alright, let's get out of here. Center line. Alright, heading indicator checks with the runway number. Mixtures and props full forward. Flaps are set, fuel pumps are on. Takeoff power is coming in. Takeoff power is set. Engine instruments are in green. Airspeed is alive, accelerating normally. Stay on center line with those rudders. There's 70 knots. Let's get out of here. That wasn't a real good takeoff. I'm honest with you. Such a beautiful airport, it really is. So let's bring the props back a little bit. Let's bring manifold pressure back to 25. Let's put those flaps up. What did I say? Left crosswind departure. Alright, let's do that. Alright, flaps are up. It's one of the most beautiful airports. They've always, like, I forget the name of the company that did this airport, but they did it in, compared, they probably did it for X-Plane. If I had to take a wild stab at it, and did it for this, they've just done an awesome job, like, every time. It's really great. Let's get ourselves established in a climb here. I'm kind of enjoying the view more than really working or paying too terribly much attention to my flying. I believe that is our destination there over there. Let's see. Yeah, how do you make an airplane climb, Mike? Pull the nose up to your climb speed, and then you trim. Yes, Mike. Okay. So that was the start of my little maneuver, my new simming life, I guess you could say. Just beautiful. And so I did that for a while, 2,500 for 3,000. And then I bought the PMDG 737 for the sole purpose of flying it with Caribbean, because that was the only airplane available from Microsoft Flight Simulator that you could use for the routes they were flying. Perhaps go back a little bit more, manifold pressure back to 3,000, and push the nose over, level off. And so I did that for a while, and then it got to me that there were a couple airports that I really couldn't fly to with Caribbean, and not many, but like there were a couple places that I really wanted to go to and couldn't. One of them being turn the fuel pumps off here. One of them being St. Thomas. It was just kind of a cool ILS approach. And so I got looking around. Starting to use the mixtures here. I got looking around for, okay, so where else? And I really, the only other airline I would be interested in would be American. And so then the question was, okay, can I find like a good American Airlines virtual airline to fly? And I did. And so started flying with them. Did I say I was going to make this a short story? I don't think I did. Good. Let's see, what's our message? Our message is probably important. Set course to 243. That is an important message. Let's set our OBS here to 243. And so, yeah, come on. Not that it's really that important on our VFR flight this short. And we might actually be employing a technique on this flight that I refer to as Caribbean VFR, which is what we're doing right now. And when I refer to Caribbean VFR, what I mean is mostly VFR. Or like rather VFR. Not, you know, not being too picky about it, right? Mostly. Because I have noticed in the islands they do have a different tolerance for, okay, there's the reverse on the AGTs. Different tolerance for what we might consider VFR than we do in other places. There's probably POE somewhere in this airplane. I probably ought to turn it on. There we go. So then I got flying for virtual Americans. I've been flying. I will make this a little shorter. So I've been flying the wings off, literally flying the wings off the PMDG 737. For Caribbean virtual and American virtual, and it's been a lot of fun. And I keep saying I will I'll come back and do some Islander videos, and I just don't get around to doing it. 1017 over at Osborne. So I'm just doing that today. I'm just going to do that today. Get back in the Islander, and I figured what better way to do it than to fly a flight that somebody asked me to do. And somebody indeed asked me to fly I've done this flight before on my channel in the mighty Cessna 152. And this is what I refer to as Caribbean VFR. It's mostly VFR. But it's a totally different kind of flying, like the jet type stuff. I'm actually doing a tour right now with American through Brazil. I just flew 2 legs in the 737 earlier today through Brazil, and tomorrow it's down to Rio, and then the next leg is Buenos Aires, and then I'm gonna do the American tour, so to speak. Then goes over to the west coast of South America and up the west coast. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually go down to Ushuaia, which is the most southerly point on South America before you get to Antarctica, literally. And it's just cool stuff. It's like, it's too good an opportunity to pass up, really. If you know, because I'm in all likelihood never gonna fly down to Brazil again. But like, for example, I went and I flew along the Amazon yesterday, which, you know, I never thought I'd do. And I mean, my love of flying, you know, piston aircraft around the Caribbean has not changed, has not waned. Just my interest has sort of changed a little. I mean, my interest level in jets has certainly changed. That's for sure. Osborne traffic, Anguilla 264 is 20 miles to the northeast, inbound runway 10, Osborne. And so, and looking at like viewer numbers between those like if I post videos of, like, I used to post a lot of videos of flying the CRJ. That was another reason that I went to, that I joined American Virtual as well, is because you can't fly the CRJ for Caribbean Virtual, and I like flying the CRJ. So let's get some information about John A. Osborne International Airport. Elevation is 550 feet. So 2,000 will make a good traffic pattern altitude. Actually 1,000 will make 1,500 will make traffic pattern altitude. But I guess just my interests have expanded, I would say, in terms of the types of airplanes. Like, I have a friend of mine from Anguilla, my good friend Zarnell, who we actually met on VATSIM, bombing around the islands in Islanders, and we'll go flying together, we'll fly jets together. And he was the one who was like, you know, you should really check out some jets. You know, it was never anything that I was really interested in. And he was the one who pushed me, gave me a little bit of a nudge in that direction. And one of the things I thought is that it wouldn't really, let's go, mixture is rich here, wouldn't really benefit me in any ways in terms of my real flying, you know, but that has turned out to be anything but the truth, simply because when you're flying ILS approaches at, you know, 150 knots, it's challenging in a different way. And then you go to flying ILS approaches at 90 knots in a Cherokee, and it's so simple, just so simple. All right, all my lights are on. I'm gonna turn the pitot heat off. We're good with that. So anyway, I guess my my torture of myself is now to see if I can land this airplane at this airport, because this is not an easy landing. So there's the runway is 1,900 feet long, which is pretty short. It's shorter than St. Barts, and there is a massive cliff right at the edge of it. So it's definitely challenging, and don't have a lot of time in this airplane lately. And Osborne traffic, Anguilla 264 left downwind runway 10 Osborne, and so this is definitely going to be a challenge. There's no question about it. So I trust you guys have all seen the St. Barts scenery video. That was really cool. That's just so cool. Get in the notch here, and there's you can see the airport. So. So this one is going to be tricky. Osborne traffic, Anguilla 264 turning 3 mile left base runway 10 Osborne. Fuel pumps are on, flaps are set. There's a good base leg. I've got nobody to annoy, so I'm going to go props full forward. So mixtures and props full forward. Alright, I'll put in the next notch of flaps as well here. Okay. Osborne traffic, Anguilla 264, 2 mile final runway 10 Osborne. So, mixtures and props full forward. Winds are... No. See, you're not going to do this to me. I don't know how accurate those pappies are, but I suppose we gotta trust them, right? What else have we got? I don't know if those even are pappies. Yeah, there we go. Osborne traffic, Anguilla 264, short final 10 Osborne. My power is all the way out right now because I've still got some energy. There we go, dropping off. That was not I would call pretty, but it was effective. Alright, I'm telling you, this airport, if you guys want to fly a challenging airport in the Caribbean, it's this one. Not only that, but there is a brilliant freeware airport available. Osborne traffic, Anguilla 264, back taxiing runway 10. We'll be vacating shortly, Anguilla, Osborne. And there is a brilliant freeware scenery that I will link to. From flightsim.to, and there you have it. Like I said, that wasn't. Let's go. Mixture's lean. Let's put our flaps up because we are professional pilots. Turn those off. Let's turn our landing lights off so we don't blind anybody. I'll give you a quick look here in a second. But this is a freeware airport. I mean, it's unbelievable to me that this is freeware. Literally just unbelievable to me. So look at this. Just unbelievable. But I've been having fun. I've been having a lot of fun flying the jets. I think it's going to, I know it's going to continue, but I also know it's going to benefit my actual flying. And I'll have some more news on actual flying at some point here in the future. Mixture is to idle cutoff. Let's put the parking brakes on. Let's turn the lights off. Avionics master off before the master switch, before the magnetos come off. Magnetos off. Let's go. Alright, everything is off. Master and battery switches are off. Flaps are up. Alright. And like I said, this is a freeware airport, if you can believe it or not. And it's just awesome. Just an awesome little airport. So I'll put the link in the description. I encourage you guys to get out here. I encourage you guys to visit these little islands and these cool airports. And I hope you guys enjoyed the flight. And I will promise you not to take as long to make my next video as I have to make this one. So I hope everybody's doing well, and talk soon.